I am. Just the cameraman being the foreman.
Thanks, buddy. You're doing great.
So are you. So you spent a lot of time making this thing on the front of the cat. Why did you do it, and why is it making our job easier?
This is why. So the bucket that we have on the skid steer is like 60 inches wide. So it's too wide to fill even 2 wheelbarrows. So you can either put the wheelbarrows nose to nose, you can put them side to side. But what happens is a bunch of it just spills out on the ground. One wheelbarrow gets filled more than the other. So I decided to make a scoop, like a little flour scoop is what it reminded me of my mom's flour bean. So we were working on a project yesterday, and I was sitting in the skid steer, and I decided I need to build a new tool. So I'm up in the boneyard at Shortgrass, up at the top of the hill here, and I was looking for a tank that I saw. I don't know what it's from. It's like an old pressure tank or a boiler tank or something. But yeah, I'm gonna make an attachment for the skid steer that's gonna help me fill wheelbarrows or caissons or something like that. So this is the tank that I need. So we're gonna grab the skid steer and we're gonna get this loaded up and get it out of here without getting bit by a rattlesnake. Let's get her this job. Doing a little Plas project today. I got to cut this tank on this ellipse and use my Hypertherm. I have a 45 sink, 45 sink. But something really cool, if you've never used one of these before, this is the tip, or what they call consumables. You used to have to have all different parts for these. There was little swirl rings and there's nodes and all these things. So this is what they've done now. We've been using this one. It's about half cooked. That. Done. It's literally that quick to change out the consumables. This thing is so cool. It's got all of this sync technology in it. So there's a little microchip inside that that can detect the thickness of the metal and what you're doing. And but yeah, it's that easy to put in. This one's it's not dead, but it's pretty worn out. I'm gonna put it in the toolbox. We might use it for another junk one. So today I'm wearing my stylish plasma cutting glasses. We have to cut this tank on this ellipse here, and we're going to use our PowerMax 45 sink. So this you guys saw us use in the airplane episode. We've used it for lots of episodes, but this is what we cut the airplane apart with. And yeah, so I'll show you guys what it's like to replace the cartridges. I got to drop a cartridge in it, or a consumable, and I want to see that. So check it out. So a lot of what I do sort of on the day-to-day is solve problems. Some of the problems I create myself. Some of the problems are just circumstances of other choices. But I think for me, like one of the things that I've always been grateful for as a kid, we didn't have a lot of crazy like specialty tools and things like I have now. But I'm grateful for the ability to identify a need or solve a problem, to be able to go into the shop and collect the pieces and the parts. And I have the spray paint. I had this in the boneyard. I had this in the boneyard. I went to Dakota Equipment rental place that we use a lot here in Spearfish, and bought this quick attach plate. So this is the auxiliary plate that all skid steer attachments mount to. It's a universal plate. And most things I buy like already pre-assembled, especially complicated things like brooms or post pounders. But when you want to make something like a stinger or a jib, or I don't know what I'm calling this. What should I call this thing? I'd be interested what you think I should call this thing. Anyway, to be able to create something like this and use it and put it into my fleet or my toolbox of tools, I'm just grateful. I'm grateful I have the know-how and the skills and the tools to do it. So we're going to get this thing all painted up. We're going to let it dry out today on a nice hot July day, and we'll put her into service tomorrow. So we've got our new tool all welded up here. This big scoop that we're going to use for the skid steer attaches to the quick attach plate. What should I call it? What should I name this tool? Yeah, I think we'll put a Build Weird logo on it because it looks a little plain, but I also think we should put a fun name on it. We have an industrial label maker, a sticker maker called Duralabel that we'll use to print it out. But yeah, like, I don't know. I want to know what you guys think we should name it. And I went through like Flower Scoop and Scooptastic 3000, but you guys are way funnier than I am. So I would love to hear what your thoughts are, what we should call this thing, and what other stickers we should put on it. Let me know.
So, and what, it took you an afternoon to make, and it's saving us how much time?
Yeah, so that was an old boiler tank up in the boneyard, and I had the piece of round plate, and went up to Dakota Equipment, a rental place here in town, and bought the plate, the quick attach plate that actually mounts to the skid steer. And yeah, it took me a few hours to weld up, and it's amazing. It's surgical. You can put, if you have a case on, wheelbarrow, a little narrow trench that you're trying to fill stuff in without slopping it. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Now these are gravel fines, right?
Yeah, so these are called different things in different places in the country. We call them crusher fines. Some people call them pit run. And it's basically everything that's sort of left over after they take really big rocks and turn them into gravel. So we're filling part of the trench with 1-inch clean rock, which is, you've seen like pebble-sized stone. And this is what's left, but this is we use for bedding. So it's soft, you can compact it really well, and it'll hold together. So that's a mix of limestone dust and little pieces of sharp gravel. And that packs up really, really well. So we have a pipe, a water pipe, and some conduit that we're bedding it all in. So that way, when people just backfill with whatever they have, you can break pipe, you can bend conduit, you can chip it, you can nick it, and it's worth, it's a few $100 extra to do it like this. But it's all bedded in. I can check my pipe again right before we completely encase it. Yeah, do it once and do it right. So.
And are we ready to tell people why we're laying conduit and water pipe?
Oh, we're building a grain bin house. Is this a surprise? I don't know. See, this is where, well, so this is fun. This is the difference between our YouTube, Build Weird, and the television show, Building Outside the Lines. So there's always this sort of NDA secrecy about the show, and I understand why they want to do it. But, yeah, I don't have that with this one. So we're putting together a 27-foot diameter, 2-story grain bin house with a custom shower and a 7-foot hopper next to it. So this would be really cool as a project in Spearfish. And yeah, so we're laying all the infrastructure right now for it, the water and sewer lines, electrical conduit, communication conduit. And then once we have that stubbed over to the site, we're gonna start cutting the pad. We're gonna pour concrete with our friends at Pete Lean, and we're gonna start building the grain bin house. So you should come with us on the journey. It's gonna be pretty fun. Bye.